Hello there friends and followers, and welcome to this Explain 11 video. We are in beautiful Canada and specifically at Charlie Yankee Tango Zulu. Today we're going to be taking a look at the TorqueSim Pocket Rocket. Two very experienced Explain developers have joined forces to build a simulation of a PD-6 equipped pocket rocket. This aircraft comes with simulated G1000 and gets its internal synthetic vision code from the famous Hot Start TBM 900. Includes a simulated Garmin G5, numerous liveries, a maintenance and failure simulation, FMOD sounds, and much more. It is my aim in this video to provide you guys with a fair review of this aircraft so that you can decide if this aircraft is for you or not. So without further ado, let's get started. The very first thing that will strike you in this aircraft is how well the 3D modeling and artwork is done. A faithful replica of the real aircraft, very nice use of PBR and reflective materials, very high attention to details. If you look here at the wing area and the ground equipment, really a very nice, very authentic and faithful replica of the pocket rocket. The pocket rocket ships with a handy control panel accessible by hovering your mouse on the left side of the screen. It gives you the ability to toggle the AVITAB, rain, wear failures, random failures, as well as the ground equipment. You also have the ability to either use the Explain menu for weight and balance or enable the load manager. You can switch the units between kilograms and pounds, which is always a nice feature, and you can of course manipulate the fuel. There's also a livery manager which allows you to change the tail number of the aircraft. Now this feature did not work for me. There seems to be some sort of an error, but hopefully it'll be fixed in later updates. Without a doubt, TorqueSim has built this pocket rocket 3D cockpit to a very high standard. High resolution textures, very good use of PBR, a very detailed 3D cockpit. Everything has been really done with a lot of care in terms of the artwork. If you look here at the throttle and fuel control levers, again, very detailed, really nice attention to detail there. Central pedestal area done very well. The use of PBR is also done quite well. I really like the modeling of this aircraft both inside and out. It looks phenomenal and extremely authentic and very realistic. The time has come for us now to take this aircraft for a short test flight, and we are going to be taking a look at the night lighting inside the cockpit as well as the rain effect along the way. We are now ready to start the aircraft. We're going to head over to the normal procedure manual. We're going to take a note of the airspeeds. Recommended taxi speed is 20 knots. Takeoff speed 70 knots, 95 knots for the initial climb speed, and cruise speed is 130 knots. Recommended descent speed 220, and approach speed 140. Landing speed is 70 knots. Okay. Pre-flight inspection, examine exterior integrity. Everything is in perfect shape. Starting the engines, doors are latched, which they are. Battery is on. Let's turn on the battery. Fuel select on auto. Fuel select is set to auto. Fuel pumps on. Nav lights and beacon lights should go on. Beacon, that's landing. Nav lights. Igniter on auto. Done. And prop control forward. Prop control forward. Let's go to the next page. And let's see here. Inertial separator is open. That's the inertial separator, and it's open now. Engine verify, propeller and exhaust area clear, checked. Engine starter engage, hold for 2 seconds, verify NG is 16% and stable. Fuel control to low idle. Okay, let's do that. We're going to come over here. Let me disable X camera for a minute here. And let me open this hat switch. Okay. Let's wait for NG to reach about 16%. All right, we're good. Let's go to fuel idle. Low idle. watch ITT here, looking good. Okay. And let's see, generator verify, standby, and then generator to generator. Okay, standby, and then to generator. Avionics on. Let's turn on the avionics. Right, initializing system. Cancel those warnings. Radio FMS transponder set. We're not going to worry about that. Before taxi, fuel control on flight idle. Throttle beta if needed to manage taxi speed. Now this aircraft for some reason it just wants to fly, and it's a bit difficult to control it on the ground, but not a big deal. Okay, so we are good to go now. We will go ahead and release the parking brake and taxi to the runway. Okay, so we're just going to set this on the before takeoff, and let's head over to the runway. Alright, here we go. This is the runway. We're just going to make a left turn here. And we're going to rotate at about 70 knots. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the landing lights and strobe. Right, and here we go. There we go, 17 knots, and rotate. Gears going up. And we want to maintain about 95 knots for our climb. Actually, the pitot heat should have gone on for before departure. Right, let's make a left turn here. I really like how this aircraft handles. 35, let's bring the power down here a bit. And we're going to continue our climb to about, let's say 1,500 feet. By the way, I am using real view today in this video. I really like how this aircraft handles, very, very immersive. We're getting carried away here with the speed, so let me just reduce it a bit. Well, I'll tell you guys, it's really a lot of fun flying this aircraft. It has a lot of power, that's for sure, and it's quite immersive. I like how it handles, extremely fluid. We're going to make a few turns, but before we do so, let me turn on the panel lights. And let's change the time of day here so we can see what's going on. Just look at that, beautiful night lighting inside the cockpit, and I think there is instrument lights somewhere here. Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, there's a runway ahead of us now, so we're going to attempt to land there. But before we do so, let's make a few turns. We're going to make a right turn here. Left turn. Very, very fluid aircraft. Lots of fun, definitely. I think for those of you who enjoy smaller aircraft, this turboprop will bring a lot of enjoyment to your flying experience. Really, really a lot of fun to fly this aircraft. Very immersive. Okay, let's go ahead and try to stall the aircraft. So I'm going to reduce the power to idle, and I'm going to pitch up. There we go. Now, I'm probably not doing the right thing to stall the aircraft, but it is also highly likely that this aircraft is very tolerant towards, I think, our temperature went up. Alright, here we go. We're going to head back here to the airport and land the aircraft. We're going to reduce our speed now. And we're going to shoot for about 70 knots. Again, as you guys have seen, I'm not very proficient in flying this aircraft, but I sure do hope that it's given you an insight as to whether it's for you or not. We're going to see here if we can land the aircraft. Alright, I think we can lower the landing gear now. I really like the sounds, very nicely made. Very turbulent weather here as we come into land. And touchdown. Reverse thrust. Alright, and we made it safely. This is what the rain effect looks like in this aircraft. As you can see, it's very well made, just like the rest of the aircraft. Very immersive indeed, and the combination of just really the texture work, the sounds, and the rain effect really take this aircraft to an elevated level of realism in my view. Well folks, this pretty much brings us to the conclusion of our video. I hope that this short review was sufficient for you guys to make up your minds on whether this aircraft is for you or not. In my view, this is a very immersive, very high quality aircraft and a must-have if you're a general aviation enthusiast. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.